Some of the most beautiful words spoken about the subject of anxiety. These were by Jesus in Matthew 6 and 25. He says, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life." Anxiety cripples, and there's a huge amount of the population who are struggling with anxiety, and it could be mild, it could be moderate, it could be severe, crippling, causing fear and paranoia. Some people cannot even leave their homes because of such severe anxiety, and they're seeing counselors and psychiatrists and have and on medications and things like that. It is good to seek help when someone is struggling with anxiety, but here is Jesus. And those severe anxiety doesn't start as severe anxiety. It starts little by little by little. People of God, we've got a huge sort of insulation against anxiety because we've got the Lord, who is our foundation, who's our rock. And He's the one we can cast our burdens and our cares upon, and we can trust Him. Therefore, I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you're going to eat. He says, what you're going to drink, what about your body, what you're going to wear, what you're going to put on. He says, is not life more than food, and the body more than the clothing you wear? Life is much more about our food and our clothing. He says, look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. He's saying that God, our heavenly Father, He is taking care of all the animals, even the birds, even the sparrow, which would be considered maybe the smallest of living creatures. Not literally, but if God is taking care of all the animals, He knows them, and He's taking care of them. He says, are you not of more value than they? And in this verse alone, it's telling us that, well, Jesus doesn't compare us to animals, and He doesn't give us the same value as animals, because we are created in the likeness and image of God. He says, are you not of more value than they? He says, and which of you, by being anxious, you can add a single hour to your span of life? Does anxiety give us any kind of reward? Is there any benefit to it? Are you able to add to your life? Are you able to increase your resources? Are you able to make more money? You're definitely going to make less if you have severe anxiety. Are you able to prolong your life, like add a week or a month or a year to your life? No, we can't do that. Why are you anxious about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. And He says, yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. So don't worry about what you're going to eat or what you're going to wear. He's encouraging us to move away from anxiety. Move away from anxiety, because worry helps no one.